My controller wasn't working. Hello. Thank you for the data text pixie. GG on the first San. Welcome in. Welcome. The theme song cut out, I know. The fucking awful. Please work. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Is it too loud? How loud is it? It's like the Japanese national anthem. It should be loud. I'm not really liking when I alt tab, the music goes away though. Hello. It's so loud. They played this at the Olympics in Japan. By the way, just letting you know. So this is probably the dumbest stream idea I've had all year so far. They played Dragon Quest the Olympics. They played the Dragon Quest Overture, yeah. It's like the national anthem. Every time a Dragon Quest game, like a new Dragon Quest game comes out in Japan, the country shuts down. The people are busy. Uma Musume has released an official alcoholic drink inspired by the character vodka. Can you guess what type of drink it is? Did you see Nintendo is changing the pricing of physical versus digital games? Starting in May. Starting in May 2026, with Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, Nintendo published digital titles exclusive to the Switch 2 will have an MSRP that is different from the physical versions. I believe the digital version of Yoshi will be $10 cheaper than the physical version. Alright, so we're Sil, of course. Actually, we're Silp, because this is permadeath. Why can't I find P? I played the girl last time, I'll do the boy. What language? Alright guys, first choice of the permadeath stream. Do we want English voices or Japanese voices? The English voices are quite funny because they do accents from all over the world and the accents are always horrible. We're going to do Dragon Quest difficult. So the permadeath hasn't started yet, but this is the intro to the game. All right, you're right. You're in for a delight. This game is perfect, sort of, kinda. Is this just standard permadeath, or are there other rules? We'll get to it. We'll get to it in once we get through the prologue.
Follow the sound of my voice. Yes, come this way.
How's the audio? I'll work on that this weekend, I promise. I'll figure out the sound effects. Like, have you been looking for a louder fish sound? I did do things today. If you go and look into your little emotes down below, there may be 1 or 2 more added than normal. Just saying. Silp, can you hear me, Silp? I am she who watches over all. One day, not long from now, you will appear before me a true hero. And not only are there 2 new emotes, the 2 new emotes are designed off of the brand new redesign of Syl, courtesy of Pixie, that has not yet been revealed to the public, but will be the official Syl when the model is created one day. So it's a little sneak peek at the first official OG reveal. Teach me what manner of person you are. Okay, so something really cool about this game at the beginning is they ask you questions and you go through, I think, a scenario, a random scenario out of a pool of them, where the decisions you make determine your personality type, and your personality type changes your stat growths for leveling up. And for the hero, you do it like this. For the created characters, it's, I think, randomly generated, like in Metopia. I've never played Metopia. What's your true name? Coffee bean. All lowercase. I told that to Teddy the other day because she was putting my name in a form for something we're working on, and she capitalized the C and the B, and I was like, actually, it's stylistically chosen that the C and the B are lowercase. It's kind of like a thing, and she basically told me to shut the fuck up. She basically said stop talking. I am a Leo. I will not ask you a series of questions. Do not dwell upon them too deeply. Answer swiftly and from the heart. Do so, and I will come to know your true mind. Now let us begin. Do you believe that victory can be won on the field of battle? No. Do you enjoy whiling away the hours talking to the people of the towns and villages you visit? Kinda. If you happen upon a cave, is your first urge to rush inside and see what you might find? Yes. Would you favor a cheaper yet more distant hostelry over a nearer yet more costly establishment? Would you favor a cheaper yet more distant hostelry? No, I want the more expensive one, because the more expensive one means it has better rooms. Like when Pixie and I went to Japan. Do you dream often? Medium. I'd say yes lately. You ever dream of being pursued? Yes. Hey Vike, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. That cat messaged me a half an hour before the stream and was like, I'm ready for Resident Evil. And I was like, huh? It's Wednesday. And then she was like, oh, I stayed up so late, I think I forgot. Girl actually streamed so late last night that she jet lagged herself into Thursday. Do you find the company of unfamiliar people tiresome? Yes. Do you trust in the words of those who tell fortunes? No. Do you enjoy physical pursuits? No. Do you find cats more endearing than dogs? Yes. Do you believe that it is wrong to fall for the beloved of a close friend? I don't think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to act on it. No, I was thinking because the way they word it is different. It means something. You can fall for the beloved of a close friend, but keep it to yourself, right? But it's also like the onus is on you to not be a fucker. But if you want to torture yourself like that and just be like, I guess I'll have this love that can never be uh met, then I guess that's just how you're gonna live your life. You find yourself blushing when praised by others. Pixie, is this is this a thing? Am I a blusher? No? Okay. Do you enjoy physical pursuits? No. Is your circle of acquaintances wide and varied? I'd say in the last few months, the answer used to be no, but it's changed to yes. Do you pay much heed to the gossip of others? Yes. Do you believe the world to be filled with more sadness than joy? Yes. Interesting, very interesting indeed. I feel that I know you a bit better now. Now let's move on to the final test of your character. So this is the scenario they're going to put you in, where you have to, your actions will determine who you are. Ho ho, you look a little lost, young'un. Well, if you head west, that's off to the left there, you're sure to find your way out of the forest eventually. If you come across a boulder on your way, it wouldn't be a pal and push it back here for me, will you? I'll make it worth your while. Alright, so here's the thing. This is the exact same scenario I got on my first playthrough. I'm just not going to push the boulder. We're leaving. Bro can push his own boulder. I've seen what manner of person you are. Sense a certain wariness in you. You're the type of person who believes that things never go their way, that they are cursed to suffer bad luck forever. You blame your lack of enthusiasm and your inaction on others, but in truth, it is your own indolence that is to blame. You must learn to be more positive, more active, and more alive. True. True. What? Our story begins on the morning of Silp's 16th birthday.
Oh.
Can't it wait till he's a little bit older? It pains me to say that we've had no word from Ortega since he left for the volcano. Wait, you're that guy with the spells in Smash. What? Another Smash Brothers character? Holy crap.
Well, no time like the present.
First Shulk, now them?
I know. I'll go and wake them now.
You're not going to believe this, but the sweater that I'm wearing is now too hot. So I must take it off.
Cooey! Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine!
What color is your shirt under the sweater? Huh? Oh, it's gray.
Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day. After all, it's not every morning you ask the king himself to give your big journey his personal blessing. This is what I've been raising you for all these years.
You have been bred to be a soldier of war.
Well then, shall we get going? Come on, follow me.
Alright, so the first manner of business in Dragon Quest games is you must look through every single every single drawer, every single everything, because there's always shit to find. Do you do that at Pixie's house? Look through all her drawers? Yeah. Especially when she's at work and she can't find me. Looking for loot. Potions and stuff. Elixirs.
Come on, dear. You know where the castle is. Straight on now. Off you go. And remember to mind your manners. I won't have the king thinking you've been dragged up.
First of all, we're going to use the seed I got to increase my strength. 'Cause I feel like the hero is probably the character who should not die because they can't be replaced. We cannot be replaced if we pass.
Well met, child of Ortega.
Also, I'll have you know, my posture has been perfect.
We could not locate any of Ortega's belongings. I see. To think something out there is capable of besting a man of his caliber.
My husband thought long and hard before setting off. I'm sure he was at peace when he passed.
Doubtless your mother has recounted the tale of your father's final moments many times. When he fell into the maw of that accursed volcano, the world lost a great man.
How you close it if the hero does die? If the Nuzlocke just over, or will you stop using him in battle? Stop using him in battle.
However, we wholeheartedly approve of your wish to follow in his footsteps and set forth on the path of adventure. For it is what he would have wanted. And only the child of such a hero as he could hope to save our world.
Which is why we need to buff them up bad.
The foe we face is dire indeed. The archfiend Baramos. Many of the peoples of this world do not yet even know his name. And yet, his grip on our realm grows ever tighter. He must be stopped. No matter the cost, you must free us from the Archfiend's ever-encroaching tyranny. But alone, you will only meet the same fate as your father. Go and consult with Mistress Patty in town, and use this to outfit the companions she has selected for you.
Bro gave you 50 coins. That's nothing.
Allow me to proffer some guidance. You would be wise to seek out the thief's key, an implement that can open a myriad of the world's doors. Obtain it, and your travels will be that bit easier. But first, I suggest you heed His Majesty's advice and seek like-minded individuals at Patty's party planning place.
Patty's party planning place.
Once you have done so, try making your way to Reeve, a quaint village to the northwest of our fair kingdom. You will now find Reeve marked on your map. Locating the rest of the realm's noteworthy areas, however, is a task I believe best left in your capable hands. You simply need note down anywhere you happen to visit. Be sure to see these places with your own eyes first, though. Otherwise, you'll likely forget to mark them on your map.
Why does he sound so condescending?
And remember, your curiosity is an asset most valuable. Lend it an ear at all times, and you will surely benefit. However, remain wary, lest it lead you into trouble on occasion.
We expect great things of you.
Oh yeah, so you can save conversations that you have with people so you can recall them later if they say something important. Now the first playthrough I did of this game, I turned objectives off. Is that better than what I have? Exactly the same thing. I turned objectives off so I could like play the game like it was when I played it when I was a kid. Like in 14? Wait, like what in 14? Oops, I just remembered a conversation, so now we can recall that whole thing, but I don't really want to. Also, let me check something real quick. Yo. I was kind of hoping I could make it so the audio doesn't cut out when I minimize, but whatever. We can replay cutscenes if you want to see them again. Not replay cuts. Well, yeah, I guess in a way. Except in this is just you remember the conversation and can listen to it. So yeah, I guess. But in this game, it's actually important. It's not just story-based. It's like... important dialogue sometimes. But I've turned objectives on. So... Sorry, I'm just looting right now. It's a pot lid! I don't think we'll ever use that. This is the dungeon, isn't it? I don't think we can do anything in the dungeon. There's a slime in there. There's a slime in the dungeon. I'm not gonna lie, before stream I ate like 100 chicken wings. I was hungry. I had a lot of them. I want some? No. Get your own. I was supposed to be fishing because the weather was good, but the stream distracted me. Now it's gone. I blame you. What the fuck? You what? No. All right. We'll get to the good thing then. We'll get to the good part. Let's go to the party platting place. It's a chimera wing. 31 coins. This is the DLC pre-order chest. What fish were you going for?
Hey, you. Still can't believe this day's finally here. I remember when you popped out of your mother like it was yesterday, you know?
Actually, like, one of the worst things people say sometimes is when you popped out. Stop. Stop saying it like that.
Oh, and don't be thinking I'm ridiculously old or anything. I was just a kid back then. But it felt like I suddenly had a new sibling to look after. To think that was 16 whole years ago.
Calculate the fish for the final Heaven Sword fishing job. We'll probably come back. It won't be that It won't be that long.
At any rate, I'm sure you know by now, but Patty's Party Planning Place is your one-stop shop for all things adventuring. If you find yourself feeling lonely on the road, or simply want some muscle you can count on in a pinch, let me know. I'll find the perfect companions to suit your needs.
If you're lonely on the road, that makes it sound like I'm like hiring someone for some other deed.
But gosh, you really are all grown up now, aren't you? May take me a while to get used to.
Maybe you are? No.
At any rate.
This is business. So there's actually a really cool thing you can do where you can borrow party members from other save files. I didn't sign anyone up. Like New Game Plus? No, you can do it at the beginning of the game. Seed of Life. Thing that. Is that everything in here? Alright. Alright, guys. This is it. This is it. Yes. Who is the first victim? Which one of you is the victim? Should Pixie come first? True. It's a little unfair because she was already in my first save file. All right. I'm not letting you pick your class. I'm going to open a roulette wheel and we're going to spin. I think that's more fun. I'm keeping Monster Wrangler off of the roulette wheel because at level 1, with no monsters captured, it will actually be a detriment. We're doing wheel decide. Give me a second. I'm just setting it up and I'm going to spin it in front of you. Can we see the wheel? Yes, I'm going to type in this stuff. So it's going to be warrior. Ow! I didn't want to spin it yet. Warrior. The fuck is a Gato? Is a clown. A jester. And let me just bring over to window capture. Nothing came up. I'm gonna roll in front of you. Watch together. I just need to capture the thingy. Window capture. New. The wheel. Apply. All right, you guys ready? Don't look at that. You guys ready? Let's go. Where's your ad blocker? It's working. It just doesn't work on everything. Pixie is a martial artist again. Okay, that's so fucking fun. I'm gonna give you a hat this time, though. It's your lucky day, Self. As part of His Majesty's Special Adventure Program, you've qualified for Supplementary Educational Enhancement Dispensation. It takes a form of 5 attribute-enhancing seeds, or... just shut up. I'm basically choosing their stats. Also, switch capture. Thank you. Agility. Agility and luck, I think. Actually, just agility. And she's a daredevil. People with that personality find their agility and stamina increase quickly, but their resilience tends to be slow. Can you give me an idea of what they sound like? She's very youthful. Pixie's a very youthful person. All right, Zan. Are we adding you? Do you want to be in the pain party? Put me in. All right, I'm taking martial artist off because there's no real reason to have two of them. It'd be funny though. It would not for me. If you're a thief, I'll be happy. Priest is fine. Priest is good. All right. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for your hat. Also, there is no class upgrade in this game. Oh, sorry. Like, there's no priest turns into, like, mega priest. It's a priest all the way through, but there is a vocation change system later. And the way vocations work in this game is when you change vocations, it takes less experience to level up. And you keep everything you learned from the last vocation as well as a percentage of the stats. So you can kind of turn your characters into monsters. Fourth hat. Little graduation cap. What color hair? Red. Oh, I forget. Is it wisdom? Is that what they like? Wisdom? You're an everyman. That's a little sexist. People with that personality often find their attributes improve in a balanced manner. Make it elegant. Priests are pretty elegant, right? All right. I don't know if we have anyone else here to add to the party. So we either choose one of our friends and add them anyway, or we go with 2. Force Mobo? Okay. Oh. He sneezed. He just sneezed. I heard it. All right, we're going to take Priest off the wheel. That's fine, I guess. What do clowns do in this game? Are they a joke class? They're kind of a joke class, but they do learn skills that are not joke. And I believe they level their luck up faster than anyone else in the game by a very large margin. And luck like directly affects your critical hit chance. So put it this way: in my last save file, Pixie was a martial artist, so her agility was really high, so she'd always go first. But then I class changed her into a gadabout for a little bit, and her luck skyrocketed. And when I changed her back into a martial artist, she was critting like every other turn, and she was fucking busted. I feel like Mobo would like the side tail. And I believe Jolly's hair is bluish. I will leave this to you because I actually don't know the stat spread for a merchant. It was like optimal to make someone a gadabout to rocket their luck up, then switch to an actual class to take advantage of the luck. Yes and no. Gadabouts also have a really fun mechanic where they sometimes will do the Pokemon is too high level thing, and they just don't listen to the thing you told them to do, and they'll waste their turn, which can be bad. Mobo is a free spirit. People with that personality often find their resilience and stamina increase slightly quicker than normal, but their agility tends to be slow. Determined. All right. let's go on our adventure. So, Pixie is a martial artist, so she actually does better with nothing. Zan, you can use the club. No, you can use the stick. And Mobo will take the club. I'm cold again. This is ridiculous. Is there anything else around here we can loot? Put on a thin zip-up jacket, then leave it unzipped. I just want to wear my sweater and not get overheated. But the reason I'm being overheated is because I'm streaming. Talking makes you get overheated. I guess we can check out the equipment shop. Might be a better idea than not. Oh, so okay, sorry. I should explain the rule set that I have determined for myself for this, if we even make it that far, or if I'm still having fun after this stream is over. If one of you die, I have to return to the party planning place, and I have to deposit you in the bank, and and at that point we create a new character with a new name, who starts at level 1, and then we spin the wheel. If the hero dies, they're dead forever, cannot be brought back. I have to raw dog the game with 3 characters, which would be really bad. So it's impossible to lose unless you completely wipe. Bringing a level 1 character later in the game. Oh, okay, so the the game gets hard. There will be monsters that will like ambush me and like one-shot someone potentially. I thought you could only new party members as long as you have chatters name them after. Yes, so we are limited. There will become a point where it's like this is not worth it either. When we make it to the All Trades Abbey, which is the building where you can change your class, I think it's at either level 15 or 20 you can start changing your class. I forget. I think it's 15. When we have access to it, as soon as you reach level 15, we must go and change your class, at which point we spin the wheel. And at that point, no holds barred, every class is available, no matter who's on the team. Yeah, we don't need this. We'll figure it out. I'm putting my sweater back on, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it off in like 10 minutes, but colors sweater? What are you gathering information on? There it is, the open world. Are you looking in windows and amazing one is coffee? Yeah, I simply wonder if it's a cute pink or purple. No, I don't really wear pink or purple IRL. Sorry. Sorry to break the, you know, the disappointment. I'm being watched. I made Pixie listen to this song for probably at least like 5 hours total when I was playing this game. This song is so good. I grew up listening to this, the little Game Boy Color Dragon Warrior 3 cartridge. I'd borrow it from my friend and play it, but I was too stupid to finish the game because it was hard. I love Dragon Quest III. So we have to go up there. But if we go up there now, it's going to be bad. We need to level up a little bit. Wait. Yes, I have a sword. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on being able to control. I guess it would be kind of fun to do a playthrough of this where the party's AI controlled. Why do you have more agility than Pixie? Okay, we're turning it off. I didn't know they were going to use my items. I'm more youthful than her. I'm quicker. You sure? Also, my windows are blocked out. If you tried to look in, you wouldn't even see anything. I didn't know they would use my items. We could also do minimal grinding and just go and see what happens. Such lush colors. Hi, cat. See, this is what I mean. We're fighting slimes and Pixie's about to pass away. Oh, you already know heal, okay.
Time to heal.
Does the game expect grinding? This game is older than me. Pixie died. Well, heck cat. Welcome in. Would you like to join the gang? I didn't kill you. You didn't do anything. No, come back. I didn't do it. Don't. No, okay. You are in my last save file. So, don't give me this. If you die in IRL, yes. This is Sword Art Online style. Alright, can we put you away when you're dead? Literally, we're like, are you sure? Are you really that poor that you can't go to the church? She's holding her dead body. It's on ice. It's on ice, like Walt Disney. That's crazy. I underestimated this game. Hold on, my Google Chrome is exploding right now. I think we all need to swap to like not Google. Is martial artist now unlocked again? Fucking sure. Oh, you don't get to pick at cat. We pick for you. We spin the wheel. Chat. Do we keep martial artist or do we take it off the wheel? We just had that. Take it off. Okay. Well, this is actually worse. You are the clown. Okay. One, two, three, or four for your hat. Do you want the cat ears, the dog ears, the bunny ears, or the other bunny ears? This is a clown, right? Like a jester. With the hair big, so do you want cat or big hair? What color? You cannot mix it, I'm sorry. Brown. Surprised that that's the darkest brown. I'll leave it to you, because I also don't know what they do. Literally just gave seeds in every stat. You're a thug. People with that personality often find their strength increases quickly and that their resilience increases slightly quicker than normal, although their wisdom and luck tend to be slow. Thug clown, you didn't choose the thug life. Why does that sound alluring? It just sounds like deep voiced. Oh. Yep, alright. No, that's it. Well, first death of the stream. Pixie, it's because you were such a popular choice in Season 1. You couldn't possibly be part of Season 2, you know? They needed new blood, okay? Don't take it too personally. I'm out of here. Why? I didn't do it. It was the slimes. I can only be white. I'm sorry. This was Japan in like 1980. There were only white people. Momo needs healing. We have to go to Mom. Mom! Mom, it's bad. One of my friends is dead. Welcome back, my darling. So did you see the king, and were you nice and polite like you promised? Yes. Thank goodness. I was petrified you'd trip over or say the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter now. You have the king's permission to go off adventuring. You're a grown-up. You must be ever so tired after all that excitement. Off to bed with you. I look so appropriate for battle. The fun thing about clown is sometimes you are just going to like do a dance in battle and waste your turn. But you do learn pretty helpful skills, and your luck should improve very fast, which makes you score critical hits a lot. We should give you something to use, like a club. The comic relief. Don't worry, because when we get to the All Trades Abbey, we can change classes. All right, if we die to this, it's over. I can't believe Pixie's gone. They targeted her. No healers, priest is healer. And hero learns heal, so. We are gonna cross the bridge. No, we shouldn't. We need to level you up at least like once, or you're going to be like dead meat. I was kind of hoping we get a thief or a mage, but yeah. So you just wasted your turn doing nothing. Don't die from the slimes. Don't die from the slimes. I think we need to go buy armor. They're armorless? No, you have clothes on. You have plain clothes. I guess I could give you the Wayfarer's clothes. No, it's fine. Don't worry. This is the inn. Actually, that's okay, because now we can loot the inn. Resident Evil herb. It's actually good that there's no mage, because that means you're going to get buffed now, and then when we class change and someone becomes a mage, they're going to be, like, so good. That's all my money. But it kind of might be worth it. Where's the P on Sill? It's P for permadeath. What's our important? Lives are our money. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. How did you wake up today thinking it was Thursday? Because I went to sleep when it was Wednesday, but I go to sleep on the next day every day. I'm leveling up very fast. We might be able to cross the bridge. The clown icon next to my name. You do be a little bit of a clown. I feel like making... Why is the clown the most agile? That should be good enough for now. I guess you'd have to be agile to be a clown. Oh, they're dead. I actually don't know if no, poof actually doesn't give you experience. But that's the power of the priest. I think priest is considered like one of the best classes in the game. Because when you get access to the sage, turning a priest into a sage turns them into a priest plus a mage at the same time. It's like giving healer a res in Final Fantasy. Or, no, sorry, giving black mage a res in Final Fantasy. Sage in 14 where you're a healer but also do dis damage. Sage in this game is like, you're like a master wizard. You learn, you have access to every spell in the game. Casted holy in them birds. Fuck them birds. We're fine. You guys have so little HP, but I am also like the hero. I think Pixie actually left. She was like, fuck this. That cat just tried to run away. I am not super pleased that we have a merchant. They learn a lot of interesting attacks, but like none of them are particularly combat efficient. Like you can learn how to call like an innkeeper in the middle of a dungeon to heal, but it's a random chance. When do you allow class change? We have to get to the class change building. Can you bribe the slimes? Maybe? I didn't really use merchant on my first playthrough, to be honest. We can sell the club. It's 8 gold to stay? We're poor. I shouldn't have bought a shield for anyone. What am I doing? We're poor. There ain't nothing going on here. Alright, we gotta find the magic key. We got 30 coins. We're good. We can go to the inn again. If we need to. Sometimes there's like loot in the ground though. You just gotta like look for it. Have you heard of the Thief's Key? I once heard some old bloke in the Dreamer's Tower looks after it. All on his lonesome on that tiny isle west of Aliahan. You know, there's actually a hidden passage in the woods south of here that leads right to the tower. I've always wanted to take a look at it myself, but the forest is oh so dark, and well, I'm not exactly the bravest man you'll ever meet. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you can find these books as well? Which change your personality if you let them read. If you let someone read them. What does Meathead? I don't know. I don't really know the personalities. All I know, and they changed it a little bit in this version, is in the original Vamp, which is basically like a lewd character, was the personality for female characters that had the best stat increases. They might not have changed that, but I do know they changed the name of it. Anything in here? Anything good? Just going through your fields looking for items. See, having a thief would make it helpful because thieves can learn to find items. $210 gold. We're rich again. The best personality for a woman was being promiscuous. Yep. Remember, this was the 80s. I'm not excusing it, I'm just saying. A lot of this game is from a different time. This is older than I am. Yeah, I don't really wanna grind. I feel like that would make it less fun. Spending time just sitting here grinding. I think we should just make do with the items we get, what we have. Just keep on keeping on, you know? Do enemies have levels? Well, they change depending on the area you're in. So they will get tougher. And I don't think I'm ready to go into the woods yet, to be honest. Unless the equipment shop has some good shit. Does the chain sickle? I don't remember. So there's different types of weapons in this game. Like swords and stuff are single target, but they're usually really powerful. You can get whips, which will attack a group of enemies. And then you can get boomerangs, which will attack the whole enemy line. There's levels. I'm wondering if bosses have levels and you can have a level cap system like in Pokemon Nuzlocke. They might. Is there a bestiary? I don't think it has levels. It just is monsters. I almost called this a Nuzlocke, but that would have been kind of like, you know. I kind of want the chain sickle, but also I feel like armor is so important. Like getting you the leather armor will buff you so much. We're gonna have to sell the stuff we aren't using anymore. No, I don't want. The medicinal herbs sell so more than the clothes. That's crazy. This is also a game that everyone has a different inventory, and you can only use items that are in your shared inventory if you directly place them into your bag beforehand. I mean, we can try, but it's gonna... I'm scared. I don't remember the beginning of the game too well. Like in Earthbound? Yes, exactly like Earthbound. Not as important as Earthbound. I think Earthbound was pretty strict, and there was often a lot of inventory management. Like, there is a shared inventory in this game that just all this stuff goes into. But, if you want people to carry certain stuff, then you have to manage it. You know what? Before we do this, let's go check out that tree he just talked about west of town. Because there are little spots on the world map that you can find that will have stuff in them. Sometimes it's monsters for the monster wrangler, sometimes it's just loot. They don't notice our presence! That cat's just doing shit. That cat's just goofing off. Also, like, no one's learned any spells yet, except for me. Secret spots. Sorry, I know I'm like skipping through a lot of the tutorials and stuff. If you want to watch a real playthrough of this game, you should probably find someone else. It's a divine dagger! I'll equip the divine dagger, and I'll give the sword to Zan. Don't have a heal spell? You do. You just haven't learned anything, really. You learned Poof, but Poof is not good unless we're in an emergency. It'll just make a group of enemies go away. Maybe. But you don't get experience for it. So it's kind of a waste. Also, this early in the game, MP recovery items are non-existent. So you have to be careful about using spells. They do the Octopath Traveler thing where you take out a lantern in the dark. That's fucked. Okay, this is fucked up. This is terrible. It's okay, because we get dazzled. Dan, if you die, I'm gonna be so upset. This is so... That was good. That's good. We're fine. I'm just gonna have you heal yourself. Just in case. Oof them? No, we want the experience. You dazzled them, so they're missing. So we're fine. That's gonna be a nice pot of EXP. Can you ever buy ethers? I don't remember you can buy them or not, but there are items later in the game you can use, but right now they're super rare. You know what's also messed up? Having a mage in our party would have been so helpful because they can learn a spell to determine if it's a mimic or not when you open a treasure chest. And I sure as heck don't know if it is. I think I found a guide of recommended levels per area you're in. I don't know if you want to use that as a level cap system. You can send it. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Mobo. Mobo, you were recruited into the party. So, Pixie was our martial artist. She passed away about 10 feet outside of town. Back from Vietnam is still alive. You are still alive. She was overtaken by hundreds of slimes. Have you flown yet? How's your flight? If it has not happened or has happened, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm struggling. Power of Najima 4? Okay. Wait, what the heck? You let the slimes kill me? That's not true. At all. You were mad they were using your items, so you made them stop using them? That had nothing to do with me. I mean, like... I didn't do anything. The slime's attacked. That's bad. Okay. We can do this. We're fine. We're gonna dazzle him. Mobo is buff. Mobo has so much health. Alright, Hekcat wasted her turn. We're hallucinating. They aren't. We have to go. 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 Holy fuck. Did I drug us? No, you weren't doing anything. Will Pixie be a mini boss later? Maybe for me, not for you guys. They're really going after Hekcat. They hate her because she's a clown. I'll actually leave the party to help her if that happens. Why? Whoosh is good. That's your first offensive spell. That cat still hasn't learned shit. Where does this go? I didn't learn whoosh? No, that was Zan. Zan learned whoosh. We're gonna whoosh right now. Look at that. They do call out the names of the spells. Whoosh. Okay, evac is extremely good. It makes us leave dungeons. Alright, we don't want to be here yet. How many floors are in the Dreamer's Tower? Can you turn on the old soundtrack? No. So, the old, like, chiptune version of this on the Game Boy, like, the music from this game is ingrained into my mind, and this song scares me. No, that's so bad. We don't have any antidotes. I killed a slime. You did it. You stopped dancing for 1 second. Stone's Throw is so good. Oh, that's what merchants do. That's right. After you fight monsters, sometimes they loot gold. Zan, fix us. It's okay. We're going to rest at the inn that's conveniently in the tower. I actually don't think the inn heals poison. I think you need to cast a poison fix spell, use an antidote, or visit the priest at the church. Yep. And we don't have any... Oh, we do! I would change charge crazy prices if it's the only in a dungeon tower. That's probably like a new manga coming out. I run the inn at the bottom of the dungeon. Unfortunately for the party, I do have to loot everything. One, because we're poor, and two, because I'm a monster. And cook, I'm the chef that also runs an inn at the bottom of the dungeon, and all my other employees are female. It's like Dungeon Meshi. We have to. I don't even know how big this tower is. What's that? Delicious in Dungeon? A show everyone should watch. I'm sick of these fucking slimes. In my fucking plane. We're getting by the skin of our teeth right now. Maybe we should just head to the top. Actually, Mobo now can throw stones at people. Classic merchant behavior, throwing rocks at people you don't like. Mobo's a stoner? I can't confirm or deny. I don't have the answer to that. He'd have to tell you himself. The dungeons in this game are, like, nasty. Like, it is so very, like, early JRPG dungeon style. Where they're just huge and have, like, 100 floors for no reason. Okay. I will give the leather shield to Mobo. Because they don't have a shield. Protect the healer. You already have a shield. Also, unfortunately, or fortunately, the healer right now is our most powerful DPS. Boomerang! Who else can use the boomerang? That cat can use the boomerang. I feel like it's a very clown thing to do. And it will make her more useful, because the boomerang attacks every enemy at once. First time I'm seeing you as a male character by choice. Sometimes I do. Well, if I'm on stream, usually I pick a character that's like Syl. But when I play games off stream by myself, it's like 50-50. Sometimes I'll pick male, sometimes I'll pick female. It kind of depends on like the vibe of the game. Like if it's not like a game where customization is super important, I don't really care then. Or if like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. The boomerang is OP. Anything in here? No. I don't think it's going to be reasonable for me to keep to the right levels of the document you sent. I will try my best. Basically, I'm just going to not grind. We're just going to do dungeons and we're going to fight the battles we get in. Mini medal. Yeah, I know. But I'll do like no grinding if I can. Oh. We gave the boomerang to the clown, everyone. We are getting pretty wealthy. Remember, this is the first dungeon in the game. And it's like 100 floors. That's our last antidote herb. Stop poisoning the healer. I bet going all the way around is the way we're supposed to go. But that means there's treasure up here. Nope, this is actually the correct way. When do I learn Isuna? I'm not sure. The girl's own annual. A scruffy guide that teaches you how to be a tearaway or your money back. Its pages are somewhat perforated. Rose asleep.
Well. So you've come at last. I've dreamt so many times of giving you this key. Heaven alone knows why, but it must mean something. So, here you go. One thief's key. You'll take it, won't you?
Yes. Now we can open the red doors.
Now, use that to go and have a look inside the house in Reeve with a red door. Don't worry, the chap there loves visitors. He won't mind you dropping in unannounced one jot. By the way, there are books in. Open them with
Yeah.
then.
Bye. I'm opening the stuff on your in your house. I do want to check the other spot real quick though. And then we can get out of here. Oh, it's so far away. I don't know why I'm scared. The enemies in here are not that bad. They're bad. I'm just saying, as you pilfer through this shit, he's just standing there yapping. If we were like in a D&D group, I would probably be like the bard, ranger, or thief. And I would be stealing shit while you guys are talking to the NPC that's important. I love looting and magic. I also love looting. Oh, I didn't know that this just went to the same spot. Wow. There's nothing here. Oh, the only way to go down is, oh. So we can actually use a Chimera Wing and just go back to Reeve. The wind is so real. Doesn't it remind you of spring? Tomorrow's gonna be like 70 degrees. We survived that, but Pixie died to slimes. She wasn't prepared. She should have put on some armor. They say there's some kind of sacred spring way off over the mountains, the southeast of the village. Apparently all the great heroes would make a point of visiting it before we set off. Guess we didn't buy her armor? Why do you blame me? She has autonomy. I'll give you the seed of wisdom. His autonomy as these sprites follow his sprite through sheer force. She's on ice right now, it's fine. We're going on a journey to save her.
What are you doing in here? I could have sworn I locked the front door. Did you find a key somewhere or something? You trespassing so-and-so?
Yes.
What's that? The thief's key? My goodness, to get your hands on that, you'd have to be... You are, aren't you? You're Ortega's child. The one we've heard so much about.
I know it's bad, but the first thing I thought about was that this guy has dementia voice.
Oh, my. Then I'd better give you a little something to help you on your way. Now, where did I put it?
Got the error charm.
You can use that to break the seal on the teleport. Once you're feeling suitably prepared, make tracks for a spring to the east of Aliahan. But be careful with that ball now. Those things go off with an almighty bang. And good luck. You'll definitely be in need of it. But to think that you will never again lay eyes on the great Ortega. Your mother puts up a strong front, but deep down she's sorely racked with grief.
Is this something you should be telling the 16-year-old child of the widow?
Be sure to head home from time to time and show her that all is well.
Your mother is really fucked up right now. Just to let you know, she is suffering from an unimaginable grief. Make sure to visit her. Being an NPC in a JRPG must rock because you can literally say anything. I actually slept last night. Maybe like 5.5, 6 hours. And I'm still so exhausted. You need 8? I don't think I've gotten 8 hours of sleep in a long time. It's time for 8 hours. There are studies saying that not everyone is the same and 6 is fine for some. Ooh, what are these? I should have bought some antidotes. I think I'm probably functioning pretty well because I'm not like falling asleep during the day. I used to be doing that at work. I used to like doze off at my desk because I'd get so little sleep, and that doesn't happen anymore. We need antidotes. Consistently tired and consistent thirst. Uh-oh, what's wrong with me? I'm thirsty all the time, and it's totally not because I eat salty things all the time. Let me tell you something, though. TikTok is as bad as WebMD for people with anxiety. What's your blood pressure? Pretty good. I just gotta check. No, it's true. It's true. We'd be like, oh, I have a pain in my side. You go to WebMD and it's like, you have cancer. And now you are on TikTok and you scroll and it's like, yeah, I'm 30 years old and I was living a normal life and I exercised all the time and I didn't eat red meat and I've never touched a cigarette or a drop of alcohol in my life and I have stage 4 colon cancer. And you're like, me too. I think I do too. Mayo Clinic, they're pretty good. I always check my stool and watch for symptoms. You should. You should always be doing that. I actually got a colonoscopy. I think a few years ago. And I did not have colon cancer. But then you're always like, oh, but what if I do now? But if you think like that every day, like, then just die anyway. Like, you're just gonna die from a heart attack because you are stressing yourself out about something. You should get one every like 3 or 4 years, right? Yeah, when you're 50. I'm not getting another one until then. He's 3/4 of the way there. You shut your mouth. Everyone should be getting a colonoscopy. The prep is awful, but the actual procedure rocked. A wizard's staff. Who can even use this? No one. We have no wizards. Rocked your world. I woke up and they said I was a little dehydrated because of the medicine stuff they give you. And then she gave me a Sprite in a can with a straw. And then she said I was really cute because they didn't even give me any anesthesia. They gave me a drop and I fell asleep. And so I just kind of sipped my Sprite for like half an hour. And then they were like, okay, you can go. Your doctor called you cute? Not my doctor. It was like a nurse from the hospital. He was like, oh, it was really cute. You just fell asleep. It was cute that a little drop knocked you. Yeah, it was. That's what she said. And I was like, okay. Whatever you say. Little shrine. I don't remember this place at all. Is this a place? You'd have to have a wrecking ball. I do. This was before I was dating Pixie. So I was single. It was okay. She was not hitting on me. Yeah, she didn't say I was cute. It said it was cute that it happened. Old lady words. She was definitely my age. Would that not be okay now? No, I guess it would be fine. I mean, I'd definitely like go home and tell Pixie about it. I'd be like, the nurse said it was cute that I fucking got knocked out. He was definitely like my age or a little older. That's what we're doing to Iran right now, by the way.
The path is clear. Oh, and you might want to take this, too.
The world map. Oof. I mean, I didn't drop the bomb.
Just know that there's an entirely new world awaiting you on the other side.
It wasn't
Keep
me.
your wits about you, and don't do anything I wouldn't do now.
Hey, Cat, I can't help but notice that your going live message is a lie every single day. And I'm not opposed to your going live message. But it does make me a little angry every time I read it and then I look at the news. And I notice that it's just clickbait. And now when it happens, I won't believe you. It's funny you don't have to say who everyone saw. I meant him. I saw a TikTok of a lady being like, no context. There was no comments. She didn't say a word. The description in the TikTok just said no context needed. She opened her refrigerator and there was a bottle of champagne on the shelf. And then she closed her refrigerator. And I knew. I was like, yep, I know exactly what I know. Of course, I know. Of course, like who doesn't know? These guys are kind of tough. No, they're not. Just make sure to live your life in a way where you never are the recipient of the no context needed open refrigerator champagne on shelf TikTok. And I think you're already doing better than you think. The rabbit tail. What does the rabbit tail do? It increases your luck, makes you a happy camper. I'm gonna give it to... Oh, you do have a little clown. I didn't notice that. So now, Hat Cat, you are a happy camper. While you're wearing the bunny tail, but it increases your luck, which is good. Is there treasure on this? I'm scared. This place sucks. This is actually like our first real moment, other than when we stepped outside the town where we need to be careful. You saw that? I saw that. You're the gadabout. You might waste some turns doing nothing, but your luck is higher than everyone else. You're gonna crit. Also, you now learned as soon as you learned Squelch gets rid of poison, which is good. We don't need antidotes anymore. A rousing ring. Energizing there helps prevent its wearer from being sent to sleep. We're giving that to the cleric because we don't want them to go to sleep ever. Someone's poisoned, I can squelch it out of them. Exactly. You just squeeze them until it comes out. Chain sickle. I'll equip that. And then we'll give the divine dagger to Mobo, I think. Is this game voice acted? Hey Lion, how's it going? Parts of it are. Important quest NPCs have voice acting, but the majority of it is not. A little scary. Not great. That's a lot of rats. I know. We need experience, though. That was a little scary. Okay, okay. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, we need to give you some defense. I don't know why you're taking so much damage. I have less defense than you. Sorry, I have to look for loot. I'm sorry. Vial of magic water is actually big. That is an MP regen. You're walking down an alley and this crew shows up. What you do? What do you do next? I was gonna say it, but I thought it, but I didn't say it. Actually, they're immune to magic, so. They're immune, they're wizards. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't cast a spell on them. And they have holy water? Thank you for the hydrate. Did you get my joke? No, don't worry. I got your joke. I know what we're doing. I know the back and forth that's going on right now. That's a worm. It's a killer pillar. See, oh, you are rocking it now that I got you the boomerang. You are hidden. Come on, okay. As soon as I give you a compliment, you like don't do anything. Bad.
Just a moment.
Oh my god. I just want to pet it. It's adorable. Actually, because if you look at it, the eyes are on the front, not the top, like a Caterpie. Like it looks like a Caterpie, but the eyes are actually like on the front. It has a little beak. Oh, by the way, just for anyone who isn't aware, we're doing a permadeath run. So if any of our party members die, we have to go back to the party place and abandon them. That was rough. I don't have any. Who doesn't have any herbs? Put this away. Shit scared me so much I killed it. We gotta get out of here. Mobile hogging all the herbs. Bro needs them. Herbs and spices. Oh, I understand. I know where we're going. I was like, wait, I'm reading this map wrong. Chat, what's your favorite herb? Or herb, sorry. Basil? Herb. Herb. I think I have half the cilantro gene. I can have a little bit of cilantro, but it does turn to soap eventually. Anise? So you like black licorice is what you're saying. Lavender? Oh, I love lavender. There's a coffee place Pixie and I go to all the time that does like a lavender latte that is delicious. I love lavender. I have a friend who's allergic to lavender, though. Because she's weak. I've had lavender bread, it's good. Jasmine tea, boba. You know, I think I'm at that part of like the boba experience though, where I love bubble tea, but I don't like the boba. That accessory is cursed. Lavender bread sounds amazing. It does. You know what people don't tell you? Because if you've never had it, you'll be like, that sounds icky. But it's actually amazing is zucchini bread. You just like milk tea? I like the bubble tea, milk tea. Oh, wait, so it's not bubble tea if you don't get boba? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're putting down? I think zucchini bread is slept on, but then you have it and you're like, oh, it's actually perfect. Mochi boba is the best. A girl that had a crush on me made my lavender bread every week. Yeah, and you had to crush your dreams, so now you don't have any lavender bread anymore. You just crit that anteater and it lived. This is the curse of being straight. No more lavender bread. You can always change that. It's okay to experiment. I guess. I like dick too much. Don't clip that. I will not put it on the YouTube. Wait, shit. Never mind. I will not. It will not be on the YouTube. Actually, one of my neighbors was named Dick, and he died. So, it's actually really immature and not very sensitive of you to be making jokes like this. If we learned anything from Cyberpunk 2077, it's that they should invent the detachable penis. Because you don't need it when you're not using it. You can put it in a case and carry it around. Or if you're going to work, why would you need it? You leave it at home. You know? Or you're going to church, or, unless you're a freak, I don't like, but then you should go to jail. But if you lose it, it's the same thing as your glasses or like your watch. If you lose it, then you're dumb. You're stupid. Hold on, what? If you get a Chrome deck and you take it off when you're at work, before you go to work, and you put it in the little dick case, you leave it at home because you don't need it at the 9 to 5 unless you're being a little freak. It's like a weak point. If it's not being used in the way that it would normally be used, it's a weak point. It's like a Legend of Zelda Goma Red Eye 3-hit boss dead weak point. That's what a penis is. I need my 9 to 5. That's how I make the cheddar. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Everyone has a different type of job. I'm saying if you're working at an office, but if you leave your stomach home because you don't plan on eating, no, this is a straw man argument. Someone who's just sitting at their computer right now playing Dragon Quest III is not using their dick. Why would you leave it on when it would just get in the way? You don't know that? I do know that! I have one! I'm not using it right now! Well, actually... No, why does no one see the vision? I think maybe you're the freak. I'm agreeing with you. Okay, good. You might work in a, like, maybe you need it for work. It's fine. But if you don't, and you work in like an office and the dick goes untouched between 9 to 5 because you're a normal person, you're not being a little office, little freak, a little goblin, you take it off, you put it in a case, you leave it at home. When you pee, unless it comes out of a hole, yeah, it would come out of a hole. It's not like the dick is where the pee comes from. Sorry, I'm sorry. I lied to you all. Sorry, ladies in chat. We all know pee comes from the balls. That cat just fell asleep. No one even attacked her, she just fell asleep. Yeah, there will be a hole, but that's fine. That's fine. Like a Lego socket for the hands? Yeah, it'll be like a little Lego hole. Why do you guys not see my vision? I hate this battle. I don't think remove body parts because they aren't being used is a very normal thing. Well, no, it's not a normal thing because we don't live in that society yet. But if we did live in that society, I would consider it. You could just wear adult diapers to work then? You could, exactly. All I'm saying is it's like an elephant trunk hanging from your body. Or for some people, it's like a little noodle. L- Either way, if you don't need it, why not just put it away? Exactly. Less ball sweat. Dairy Queen games are fun, but my main gripe is how you don't see the characters attack. We're not even having this conversation right now. We're talking about a detachable penis. Why are you talking about the video game? And also, you do see them attack in Dragon Quest XI, for the record. It only took 11 games. This is the guy who is like, I don't want to play Final Fantasy XIV anymore because the graphics aren't good enough. But the reason is actually because he played the entirety of Endwalker in like a week and a half and burnt the fuck out of himself. I wonder how much money they saved not having animate attacks. They probably didn't even know how to animate attacks in 1985. You can see them attack in 8 and 7 also? And in 10? I haven't played 8 and 7. Which one is the PS2 one that everyone's like really in love with? I remember it came with the demo disc for Final Fantasy 12. It must be 8, right? Because 9 is Sentinels of the Starry Sky, right? And then 10 is the MMO. And 11 is the newer one. We're not talking about Final Fantasy. This isn't a Final Fantasy stream. I gotta get out of here. Ain't this Final Fantasy? Sort of. Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite of the series. I've never played Final Fantasy 9. I'm gonna stream it, but I haven't played it. Well, pissed me off. You mean Leon from Kingdom Hearts? That's his real name, right? Can you imagine when I was a kid and I was playing Kingdom Hearts? I had never really played Final Fantasy except for Final Fantasy X. And like, I knew about 7. So you see, I see Leon come on screen and I'm legitimately like, wow, what a cool Kingdom Hearts character. And then I saw Cloud in the Coliseum and I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. Something's different. Something's not right. I mean, that's the best version of him you're gonna get. Of which one? Leon? Squall, I mean? Isn't the point of him in 8 that like he's kind of a brooding loser? And that's like his character trait, like his charm point? Like, no, yes, it's not. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, don't argue. Well, like for 7, Cloud in Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura turned Cloud into an emo broody boy. But in Final Fantasy VII, he was a loser. Cloud was. Cloud was a big, goofy loser. How did they take that from 7 and make him like just an emo Hot Topic boy? This is why I can't trust Tetsuya Nomura. Even in the remakes, Cloud is much more similar to his PlayStation 1 version than the Kingdom Hearts version or Advent Children. I also don't trust him because Kingdom Hearts 3 was a disaster. But we don't have to talk about that. Him and Cloud are in competition for Emo Kid of the Year. Cloud isn't even emo. He was not emo in Final Fantasy VII. Monkey's Paw, people wanted it so long. Cloud's actually dumb though. Yeah, he's like a big, dummy loser. But like that's his charm point. He's kind of he pretends to be a big, tough mercenary. And then as you play through the game, no spoilers. I don't want to give away, you never know. As the layers get peeled away, you learn that he's actually like a big, goofy loser. And he's pretending a lot. Even though he doesn't realize he's pretending. He's pretending a lot. Hey Raven, how's it going? Welcome in. He wants to be solo and do everything himself. Yeah. But he can't. And then he gets bullied by everyone. And then he's like, okay, I guess. If I have to. I'm playing through Final Fantasy IV right now. It is not my first playthrough. But I am replaying it on the Pixel Remaster Collection. Loot. No loot. I see a pot. That's loot. I'm rich! Anyway. I am interested in playing 8 and 9 at some point. Probably on stream. I'm also playing through 12 very slowly. 8 is hard to get through? No. Slurp. The slime looks still up and down. It doesn't seem to be a bad slime.
Wait! Don't do anything silly now!
Wait, that's my pet slime. I'd also recommend Lunar too. Who are you?
Thank heavens! I made it just in time. Most would have attacked this defenseless slime by now. You might just be the one.
I've never played a Final Fantasy. I don't have much experience with Japanese RPGs. I've played some Bravely Default, but never finished. Bravely Default is like the spiritual successor, in my opinion, to Final Fantasy III. It's like the ultimate refined version of the class system from Final Fantasy. That's the slime that killed Pixie. Get him! Get him!
Don't worry, friend. You've nothing to fear. Tell me, have you encountered any unusually friendly monsters on your travels? There are some in this world that hold no ill will towards us human folk.
I would definitely recommend Final Fantasy X to anyone who is new to the genre. I think that's my pick.
This slime being a convenient example of said phenomenon. Ho ho ho! Look at that! He likes you. At any rate, I've taken it upon myself to look after as many of these cordial critters as I can. Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet, though I'm sure you've probably pegged who I am. Yes, the one and only Monty the Monster Monitor. You do know me, right?
No.
No need to play coy now. Frankly, it happens to me all the time. Many freeze up around celebrities after all.
Did you finish it? I found all the customization options a little overwhelming because I worry I'm not playing right. I know there isn't a right way to play. Yeah, I can see that because there's a lot of job leveling and equipping skills and stuff, and it can be kind of complicated. But I feel like in games like that, if you kind of just interface with it on the surface level, it's playable. But getting into the weeds and like getting into the complex parts of it is when you start to break the game, and that's where like some people thrive. So I think it's probably fine to just kind of like do just a little bit. I love 12 gameplay, but hated the story. I've heard that before.
Listen, would you mind if I asked a favor of you? Should you happen to find any friendly monsters on your travels, could you send them my way? I don't have much, but I'm sure I can find some way to compensate you for the trouble. As it happens, there's a monster arena in the nearby town of Romeria. There, critters of a calmer persuasion test their might against one another. Do stop by if you have the time. You'll likely find me there as well.
Are you talking, Heckat, about Vagrant Story? Fair enough, I'll continue fishing after be Red Rescue Team. I think we just started Red Rescue Team a couple weeks ago. I just haven't gone back to it on stream.
Now farewell, kindred soul.
I had a lot
May
of fun
this
with it.
not
I
be
just have
the
to get
last
back.
time our paths cross.
I'm in a little bit of a rut right now with real life, so I'm just trying to thrive. And I stream the games I want to stream right now, which is probably bad for the channel, but it's good for my soul. Guys, I think you should play Final Fantasy II. It's my favorite one. We made it. Also, the world just got way bigger. You see that little small island on the south? That was where we were. I've been playing it so much. I noticed you jump games a lot. I'm happy to hear it helps your soul. That's what matters the most. Yeah, I'm in the middle of jumping lots of games, so I'm suffering. And one day the depression will be cured. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 14 while I watch you game. All right, what class? Good night, friend. Bye, Teddy. Good night. Hope you had a good stream. Red Major log out. Warrior. This is good. Good. I'm actually not... I'm off my Warrior bullshit right now because I played Warrior all the way through like 2 expansions straight. Surprisingly, I'm Paladin right now. I've been doing a lot of Pally for the first time in my life. Did you and Pixie do more variant? No. She went back to work this week, so I think she's been kind of busy. I'll do Summoner when they change it back to be fun. And not a moment before. Don't let him fool you. He's a DPS black mage who never leaves his ley lines. I wish I was smart enough for that. Yeah, we'll get back to doing games I've started. I'm just... I don't know. It's a restless heart. A plugger. You know what? We'll give that to Mobo. I think that the only games I've started that I don't really want to go back to unless I'm forced to are Subnautica and Star Ocean 1. Dragoon and A Realm Reborn and Heaven Sword. Red Mage, Stormblood, Scholar, Shadowbringers, Warrior, last to expand. Gotcha. I was Samurai for many expansions, although I was a ninja main for ARR and Heaven Sword and Stormblood. Then I swapped Samurai as my main DPS for a long time. And then they removed Hisatsu Kaiten and I never went back. 2 games I've dropped and need to pick up again are Link to the Past and Bravely Default. I could beat Link to the Past in like a day or two. It only took me 3 sessions because I was streaming it and I have the vitality of a dying squirrel. If you're doing a blind, Link to the Past takes much longer. Yeah, but most of the dungeons in the Dark World I was doing blind. Randomized Link to the Past is fantastic. I do want to. But I do have like 16 games I've started. I love Machinist when it first came out, then they took away the Rook and Bishop turret. You and me, we're the same. Because I loved Machinist when it had the RNG ammunition. I think it was actually interesting. And then they neutered it. It's that short, I got lost and confused a lot, so I got stuck and dropped it. I guess it's not that short when you're new. But it isn't a long game. Like, there's not much to do between the dungeons. If you started 16 games, the numbers mean nothing to you. Begin a 17th. You might be onto something. It was great. You have to manage your burn gauge. You got to manage the, what was it called? Your Gauss cannon that you put on your barrel, and you'd have to take it on and off or whatever. One game I want to start soon that's retro on the channel is probably Secret of Mana. I want to do that in a little while because I've never played it. All right, I've been yapping. I'm going to take like a minute break so I can go pee. So I am going to just run a 1-minute ad real quick. Nothing's going to happen. So go pee and I'll be right back. You keep stacking debt, goes away when you die. So true. So you explore the entire world through your campaign, right? Like the whole globe? Wait, what do you mean? Also, I realized half the reason why I'm not playing a lot of games that I started is because I've been addicted to Arknight's Enfield. Sorry. Not sorry. I saw the map. Is that the whole world? Yeah, sure. It's a lot of it. Yeah, it's the world map. Ate my dinner but still hungry? Well, come on over. Gotcha ruins things yet again. What do you mean ruins things? I'm having fun. Sometimes. I'm working on the factory. Explore the new continent. Should we go talk to the king? Guys, I promise a YouTube video is coming out soon. It would have come out sooner if my grandma didn't, you know, die. It makes it sound like I'm blaming her. I'm not blaming her, but it is a little bit her fault. Maybe like a smidge, like not on purpose, of course. It's a YouTube video about how Resident Evil 5 is the best Resident Evil. It's actually a YouTube video about why Final Fantasy 15 is the best Final Fantasy. She interrupted the upload schedule. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. But there's only so many times you can go on unsubbing. What the hell? Unsubbing? There's only so many times you can go on and be like, hi guys, another family member died. the YouTube video will be late. If you unsub, I'll kill myself on stream in Minecraft. Jesus. In Minecraft, in Minecraft, in Minecraft. Just walks in. Hey there. Who are you? My son, the king, he loves to make merry above all else. He prefers to play he prefers to play than to rule. No, that's a shame. Living in this semicircle ass room. Sin, will you watch if I play Final Fantasy 15 on stream if I criticize it heavily the whole time? Or is it just a no deal? Immediate deal breaker. What if I find a mod that puts Aranea into the game the whole time? You think it'd be watchable then? We're going to Skyfell Tower to find Robin Hood. I'll tune in for RNA and complain the whole time because they dropped the ball on her so hard. Yeah, but the mod, she'll be in the party the whole game. Do you think there's a mod like that? Do you think Final Fantasy 15 is even moddable?
Well met, traveler. Tell me, what brings you to fairest Roma?
Ever plays Gact?
Ah, I see. You must be the hero of Aliahan. Your king sent word that you were on a mission of great importance.
You can't even say that. Gact is a Final Fantasy character already. He played Genesis.
It is an honor to at last meet the Scion of Ortega in the flesh. Your reputation precedes you. Now, there is something I must ask of you. That despicable brigand Robin Hood has stolen from us our most sacred and regal crown. Were you able to return it to us, you would prove yourself a true hero. Believe me, you will not get a better chance to show just what a descendant of the great Ortega can do.
I'd watch you play Tales of Symphonia for sure. Is that a promise? Sometimes I start getting antsy when I stream RPGs because I'm like, who fucking cares?
Go forth, and may luck travel with
I should just
you.
start streaming Minecraft and get the Zoomer crowd on my side. I love Tales of Symphonia. Guys, unfortunately, the newest Tales game, Tales of Arise, was not peak. It was also my first Tales game. Tales of Symphonia is so good. I don't know, man. Tales of Arise takes place in like 2 different parts that are very apparent when you reach part 2. And I loved part 1, and then I got to part 2, and I just like never turned it on again. I don't know. One day they'll bring Tales of the Abyss to Steam. Because I think Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Symphonia are probably the 2 best ones. Tales of Vesperia is really good too, but I haven't played that in a long time. Symphonia redeemed the Tales series for me. I started with Tales of Destiny and hated the battle system. Bro is old! I wasn't even born for Tales of Destiny. We're selling the wizard staff that we got. Did Teddy already end stream? She did show up for a brief moment, so I imagine that she is no longer streaming. Hello, Chario. Tales of the Abyss was also great. It was very good. She said good night in chat. She did. I slept through it. Oops. Oops. What you doing sleeping this late? Pixie would yell at me if I fell asleep right now. Because what would happen is I'd wake up at like 4 in the morning and I'd be like, I haven't brushed my teeth. I'm screwed. I have work. It's okay. She was just playing Slay the Spire, a game that everyone on Earth loved. And then I tried streaming it when I started streaming and it didn't make any sense. And I lost and I kept losing. And I said, fuck this. I'm not playing anymore. I'm like, no, I don't want to play anymore. Card games stink. They're the worst. Unless it's Balatro. I am up all night so that I can wake her up at 5 because she won't wake too early. My watch never ends. Don't you play Magic? I play Commander with Pixie when I visit and I hang out with her friends. I have not won a single match of Commander because one of her friends keeps bringing decks that are like monsters. So I play Magic occasionally and I'm very bad. Her friends are tryhards? No, I think they're just, they enjoy Magic and one of them is really good at it. Like he makes his own decks. And I usually play like a pre-constructed deck. The Iron Lance would be good for me. The Thorn Whip would be good for Heccat, but I'm kind of liking the boomerang style that's going on. And I feel like it might be better to buy armor. The scale shield is like Kurama. This is a Yu Yu Hakusho thing. I don't play Magic to win, I play to constantly exile. You should ask them to make a deck for you, that way you have a fighting chance. I don't think I have a fighting chance. Okay, so you know what happens when I play board games and stuff? Especially if it's one that's new, and don't tell Pixie if she's not here, so we can talk. Actually, no, Pixie has nothing to do with it. It's a different group of friends. I'll come in and I'll be like, "Oh, I've never played this before. I'm, you know, like, oh yeah, the rules seem. That's okay. I'll learn as we go." But really, in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin these people's night. I'm just gonna pretend to be stupid and feeble and be like, ooh, la-di-da, I don't care. And then I'm gonna learn, and then I'm gonna ruin them." So you're smurfing? Yeah, a little. Is the whip one mob hit? The whip attacks a group of enemies. So if there's like 3 rabbits together, that constitutes a group, so you'll hit all of them at once. So the whips are more powerful than the boomerangs, but they hit fewer enemies. So I think I kind of want to keep you with the boomerang. He's overconfident. He wants to be smurfing. Wasn't. What do they call it when you like go into like a round of poker and you're like being very coy and like, "Ooh, I'm not so sure. Ooh, I'm bluffing." Yeah, like I'm a big bluff when it comes to like first time board games. And then when I win, I go, "Oh wow, I wasn't even trying that hard." I'm the worst. I'm actually the worst person to play games with. And now that I'm talking about it out loud, I'm realizing I'm actually a monster. I must be so insufferable. Could always stop. Why would I stop when I'm having so much fun, Zan? I clocked it with how cheeky you were at the Ghost game. The Ghost game was cooperative. Mysterium is a co-op game. That doesn't count. Sorry, we're doing a lot of equipment right now, but we need it. But it's the energy shift. No, but to be fair, truly, I am not competitive unless someone gives me a reason to be competitive. Like, if I'm playing like Smash Brothers with a group of people and like we're all just having a fun time and I'm losing, that's fine. But as soon as someone starts getting like a little too like, I'm holier than thou, better than everyone, like I'm a Smash expert, then I start to be like, I'm locking in and I'm going to make your night bad. And it's the same things with like board games. But if there's no one there that has that energy, I will not bring the energy. If someone is confident, you want to no. If someone is annoying, I want to ruin their fun. But nobody likes to play against someone cocky. There were definitely people in college who were like that. And I would just not play with them because I'd get mad. And I hate starting to feel not confident. I hate starting to feel like I'm in a competition. I do not like PvP. Where's the church? I only play for fun. It's okay if I lose. There is one game that I have, it's been burnt into me that I can never play for fun ever again. I can only play to win, and that is Uno. Because I grew up in fire fighting the Uno sharks. Final Fantasy 14, only if you're fishing. And you know what? I think I've earned being cocky as a 14 fisher. When someone comes to me and they're like, oh, I'm thinking of starting fishing, and I'm like, I don't know if you're prepared for the commitment, honestly. And I'm not, and like, I think I earned the right to say that because it's true. I don't think people realize the commitment. They didn't realize how much of a time sink and how much effort you need to actually put into it. Me and my family always play. I'm actually sending banditi.
First, we will make our way north to the village of Korif before heading to the old tower.
I'm actually sending Pixie the old box copies of Uno that we found in my grandma's house when we were cleaning it out. One of them is a Uno Deluxe box set from the 80s that still has like the notepad of scorekeeping and stuff. And I asked Pixie if she wanted them, and she said yes, so I'll be sending her my grandma's Uno sets.
Now march, Cavalieri!
I hate Uno, I've never liked it. That was a game Grandma tried to get me to play. I'd play anything like that. You know what game that is for me? Monopoly. If someone asks me to play Monopoly, I'm just going to assume that they don't like me that much.
Ah, scusi. By any chance, would you happen to have come from Aliahan? Then it is as I thought. We recently received a letter from the king of your nation. He mentioned sending a warrior off on a great quest. You are exactly as he described.
Monopoly was my second least fave. Monopoly is great. Live your capitalist dream. No.
Tracking down our king's crown. You see, it was recently stolen.
Monopoly is fun if you enjoy a game that lasts 6 hours and you stop having fun after 45 minutes.
As a result, the outpost that leads to Portoga is closed until further notice. Mi dispiace for the trouble. I am truly sorry. I know this will not help your journey. However, the outpost will be open soon enough. We believe we have found the hideout of the thieves. The crown will be returned in due course. Viva il Re!
You shouldn't have this down for it? No, the problem with Monopoly is also you...
Sounds like those ruffians are in the tower to the northwest. The one that's just over the mountain.
Once you start losing in Monopoly, you don't really come back. But you're also not out of the game.
See, I saw it once when I made the journey to the western coast. It is quite a trek, let me tell you.
I played dominoes. Try Ominos? I've never heard of that. Scrabble, poker, almost anything with those. Eddie and I have to play Scrabble together. It'll be like two illiterate people playing it, apparently, which I think will be very funny. Do we go north into the forest? I'm like kind of scared right now. I don't know what enemies are here. The game was stolen from her and turned capital as a BS. Are you telling me the Monopoly Man is actually evil? Mr. Monopoly? I just told Laura about the game. Yeah, I know. I read it. Monopoly was invented by Lizzie Maggie in 1904 as the landlord's game to promote anti-monopolist theories and warn against wealth concentration. Well, I don't know if it worked. Welcome back. It's a full moon ring. What does that do? A perfectly pure ring that helps prevent its wearer from succumbing to paralysis. Yeah, I think I want that. I love pop culture quiz games. While we've been cleaning out, so ever since my grandma died, we've been cleaning out her house. We've also been taking the opportunity to clean out our house because, I don't know, I guess it's just a good time to like really do a thorough examination of the stuff that ends up in your house over like years and years. And I saw a whole bunch of Trivial Pursuit board games from like before I was born. And I think we're getting rid of them, which is a little sad because it's like, can you even get that anymore? Like the questions must change as new editions are created. It just proved everyone is an inner capitalist. Have you played them? I have played them, but not in a long time. I like Trivial Pursuit, but I have very niche trivia knowledge. So I'm only useful like 10% of the time. That's how trivia is anyways. I don't know, some people play Trivial Pursuit like they're going to apply to be on Jeopardy. Sonic Trivial Pursuit. Who created Punchy the Enchilada? You don't have to be good at something to like it. So true. For instance, I stream games 3 times a week and I'm not good at any of them. Hey Cat, I'm sorry to say, you're level 8 and you still haven't learned anything. Can you get with the program? You're not good at Picross? I've gotten really good at Picross, actually. I think you're good as a streamer, though. Wait. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, if the Sill model that you see on screen before you changes or gets altered a little bit in the coming days/weeks, it's because it's aligning more with the new art update that I have received. Now that there is a solid artist's rendition of Sill. So please do not be alarmed if you turn on the stream and things look a little different. Sill's transitioning. I prefer to use the term evolving. Some people call it digivolution. Metamorphosing. Anamorphing. Anamorphs is kind of messed up though because there was a kid who turned into a bird and he couldn't change back and he started to lose his humanity. And yet we let kids read that stuff? Animorphs is about war, though. Is she becoming an animal, or is she already or was she already an animal? Well, do you see the ears and the tail? You just kids not to morph. It just simply tells kids that they shouldn't be morphing. They should not morph out of the blue. It's rude, it's disrespectful, it's the same thing as wearing your hat to church, just don't morph. It's morphin' time. I remember so clearly, the last time I ever watched Power Rangers was at my grandma's house, and I guess it was a thing that would just be on, right? Like you'd go over and you'd watch TV and it'd be whatever, and I guess it was the first time ever she stood there and actually like watched what we were watching. And for some reason, she was like, what the heck is this? You're not watching Power Rangers anymore. This is some freaky stuff. And that was the last time I ever watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was no longer Morphin time. She can't stop you now. No. Oof. Me and my dad watched Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Beavis and Butthead together. I think my mom used to like kind of watch Pokemon with me and my brother. My eldest daughter loved Animorphs. So I was like, what? No Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, Trixie Belden? My mom has, maybe not anymore, but she had the whole book collection of the Hardy Boys. Holy crap. Or the Hardy Boys, they're like detectives. Time to go. Bye. Bye, Pixie. Talk to you later. Have fun. I actually, when I like was in college, I started playing the Nancy Drew computer games. I don't know why. They were just like so fun. My mom walked by with Beavis saying shit. My mom was like, did he just cuss? And my dad was like, ah, don't worry. It's a cartoon. It's fine. It's true. And it was when Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys teamed up, it was like the Avengers of boomers. My eldest loves to play Nancy Drew computer games with me. They're so fun. I'm really bad at them because some of the puzzles in them are truly abominably difficult. But they're actually like really fun games. I played so many of them in college. Zan, why do you have so little health? You're the cleric. This is not good. I played those games at summer camp on the PCs. She's really good at stuff like that, but she wants to play with me, not alone. It's bonding time, so I'm okay with it. That's cute. I like that. What we'd do is we'd get our laptop out in college and we'd go to the common room and we'd plug it in. We'd plug the cable from the laptop into the TV in the common room so that Nancy Drew would go on the big TV and there'd be like 12 of us there all playing / watching Nancy Drew. That's actually how I played Danganronpa 1 for the first time, Hekkat. Was like with 14 other people in a common room. Hooked it up to the TV and just played it in a huge group. So you had community help? Only for the first case. Remember when I told you the story about how my ex-girlfriend was like, I don't understand, who's Noelle? I didn't have exactly the grand jury helping me. Should have had 15 people play with the 16th hiding. So true. I didn't exactly have expert detectives. Fucking Noelle. How much further? There's the town. Gurgle, gurgle. Soap calms the monster with a soothing voice and tells it about Monty's monster menagerie. The monster gleefully hurries off to go and greet Monty. The monster is given a new lease of life and a new name, Gobblebird. That's cute. I kind of miss those days in college, though, just like having a community to sit around and play games with. I guess that was like the first like time I was like, it sounds really silly to say, but like, in a sense, like streaming, right? Not necessarily online, but like playing a game for like 14 other people. Don't you have that now? I do. But you know, being in a room with everyone when everyone could talk and you could hear them all talking at the same time, it was a different vibe. I wouldn't trade it for this, but I guess I'm just feeling a little nostalgic about it. Reeple, hosting a VC. I don't want to hear people talk to me. Are you kidding me? That cat just hit herself with a rock. Oh, you're gonna die. College days are nice to think about, but I wouldn't want to go back. I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna heal you. I miss college. I do. I don't really want to go back because I did have to publish a book. And I don't really want to do that on a deadline again. But I liked college. Don't people like... Did anyone ever say like high school the best years of your life before you go into high school? And then you get to high school and you're like, what the heck are you going on about? What are you talking about the best years of your life? This was your peak? Heck, can you get... I loved high school. I cried when we graduated. I had a bad time in high school. I'm just a girl. I'm just a little girl failure. I did not have a good time in high school. I was not unhappy when I left. I cried because I didn't want to grow up. I had a mental breakdown in the next year, and I ended up having to go to the hospital psych ward, which is probably directly related to the struggles I faced as a teenager that were undiagnosed, because back then having anxiety or depression were not things that people really thought about as much. So you just kind of were like, why do I feel bad all the time? It must just be normal. And then the people around you don't feel the same way, and you're like, oh, that's weird. But there can't be anything wrong with me, right? That would just be silly. It was a weird sense of surrealness on the day before, like I realized it was my last time experiencing the peace of a school bus ride. Kids used to spit at each other on my school bus. Well, the Iron Claws would have been really good for Pixie if she made it this far. The sparring suit would have also been really good for Pixie if she made it this far. You'll never get whatever years are behind you. He's except once or twice. I was into everything in high school. I was so busy I didn't have time to feel bad. In winter break of junior year, I suddenly realized that I had to have good enough grades to go to college, and I started doing my homework. Which stressed me out. The muffled noises of people yapping while you're listening to music, looking out the window and thinking it can't be beat. Kids these days on their cell phones. Back then, you know what we were using? An iPod and some wired earbuds. And you know what? Before that, like a CD player. A Walkman. I never got an iPod Nano, but I had the old Shuffle or whatever it was. It was the fat iPod. I remember it was black. We are poor. Is there an inn in this town? There better be. The girls were opposite of me. They never even went to a football game or anything. You know, but like, when you went to these games and events, right, it was because of a sense of community, like you were hanging out with people. I feel like nowadays it's just like a different vibe. Like, as negative as like the online kind of presence can be as a consistent source in your life, you don't need to have to do those things that you might not be interested in anymore. Because you can find like that companionship kind of everywhere. No one in my high school cared about sports. I was gonna go try out for the tennis team, but then I had a bunch of friends who said that they were run so ragged on their first day that they were all throwing up. So then I retracted my application to the tennis team. Because I was like, yeah, I could go do that, or I could go home and play Halo. My mom begged me to go to prom because she said I'd regret if I didn't. Prom was a valuable experience. I learned a lot of things and made memories at church for a long time. Prom was a time that I had at school. Yep. What did you learn at prom? You could learn so much at prom. Like who you never want to talk to again. As part of the teams, I was a statistician and sports trainer. I was wrapping ankles for the last 3 years of high school. I scored. I was the scorekeeper for the girls' volleyball team. So technically, I was part of a sport. It was my expertise that led the girls to the nationals or whatever they call it. They wouldn't have made it if it weren't for me. Wink, wink. There's a reason why. Sat alone for a bit and talked to some folk, and I got good advice about what should be thinking about life. Oh, that's nice. That's nice that you had people to talk to that had that more like wanted to talk about. Did you travel with them? Heck no. Not for what they were paying me. I only did it because my girlfriend was on the volleyball team, if we're going to be honest. You got advice from other students or teachers about life? Hey, you know what? Kids can have things to say too if they're not 6-7ing all over the place. Sometimes they have poignant things to say. Boxer shorts, let's go. Where did they go? Who can wear the boxer shorts? No one? Okay. I didn't want to be on the court. They tried to get me on basketball team, but I'd have cried if I had to be in front of everyone. Raise your hand if you were victimized by people saying you should go to the basketball team because you're tall. Even though you had no interest in playing basketball. And you're not that tall. So you're tall? No. I'm not tall enough to be like, you should be on the basketball team. I wasn't tall, I was just good. Ooh, the aura. Any loot in here? I'm kind of being a little menace. I'd practice with and help drills and stuff. I just didn't have an interest in sports. I just didn't care. Wait. Like I'd rather be playing Halo. I don't know. I was a big video gamer when I've been big into video games my whole life. But I would not talk about them with people because I was bullied about it in grade school. So as I grew up and went into high school, I would just not talk about that part of my life. So people probably just thought I was just a very boring person because I didn't do much, but I also like didn't talk about what I did do. Any loot in the church? There's got to be loot in the graveyard, right? There's always loot in the graveyard. I got struck by lightning when plugging in the pitching machine. I had the extension cord plug in one hand and the pitching machine plug in the other, and the machine started running while the electricity ran through me. Holy. And you lived. I would have never let that go. I would have told everyone I ever met that I was a living conduit for electricity. And I lived. Like, static shock. That's shocking. Get out of here. Alright, so we need to go... Alright, so from here we need to go west and go down to the tower. Oh, we need to sell some stuff. Sorry. There is a lot of... I'm yapping, but there is a lot of things we need to do to equip ourselves as best as we can. I'm going to sell the boxer short. I'm going to sell the cower ring because it's cursed. Why is the chainmail so expensive? We should give it to Zan. You have the lowest defense, and you're much lower level than I am. A streamer friend told me they could hear me scream all the way to the other school next door, but like 3 fields away. Did you have to go to the hospital, or did you just walk it off? I'm Gen X, I walked it off. You're like, I ain't paying for that. You kidding me? You think I'm paying for an ambulance ride? You're crazy. Oh, there was an item around here. I guess I was wrong. I almost saved over my new game, my old new game plus file, whatever it's called. Okay. Hey, why do I have a lightning bolt scar going across the length of my body? Huh, that's weird. When did I get that? Gamers, I think I'm done for the night. I just told my baseball pitcher to walk off a broken foot because my coach refused to believe my diagnosis was correct. That would not fly today. That would be on the news. That would be on the news. And that coach would be like excommunicated from employment. Almost on the dot, 3 hours. If I stream a little less than usual this week, time-wise, it's because I'm doing more streams this week than normal. And for some reason, I don't know, I have been starting to get really like anxious towards the end of streams, and I just kind of like feel like I should stop. Which is not happening right now, but like I'm also like tired. They didn't mean harm, he was well loved and deservedly so. Just drag it. You're a pitcher. You don't need your foot. You ain't running out there in the outfield. Tomorrow's Resident Evil with Heckcat if she remembers that it's Thursday. And then Friday is... The way Teddy put it is Zoomer teaches millennial librarian how to play Minecraft. That is what she told me. That is like kind of word for word what she suggested. So please look forward to it, I guess. And then the event that we've been working on is going to start in a couple weeks, so you guys better be there. I'm not scheduling it, but from secret talks in the background, there may be, and by maybe I mean the beginning of an event, a streamer event. I believe there's over 10 of us now. I bought Mario Party for nothing. We're literally gonna play Mario Party. I just have been busy. No, we're gonna play. I want to play. I've been thinking about it. You and Pixie both own it too. If you get an Echo Shard that stream, I'll let go of the need for more Subnautica. I don't even know what that is. Mark your calendars for the 13th of April, I think. Mark your calendars, the April 13th. Teddy and I have been working hard in the background on a big streamer event. That will be not just one stream. So, yeah. I'm gonna go have a snack and maybe play some Pokopia. And I'll be back tomorrow. You said y'all had like 10 others? Yeah, we have like, there's like 10 of us. And well, more than that, not counting us. There's like 12 of us. Which is pretty sick. I don't know most of them. But that's okay. Meeting new people is fun. I've definitely gotten less shy as I've been streaming more. A year ago, I would have been like, I'm not gonna say a word to anyone. Should I turn the ending screen on? Thanks for the hydrate. I will hydrate. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna go play Pokopia. I'm glad you're talking. Me too. It's nice to talk to people. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Resident Evil 6, the best one. I'm gonna end it right now.